Hi everybody, welcome back to Craft Corner. As you might have seen, I haven't put out a video in quite some time and I have focused more on other things with my crochet business. But as I recently checked back in with YouTube, I saw that we were almost at 2,000 subscribers and I thought we need to celebrate that, right? So I decided to do this video for you. And also, when we reach the 2K subscriber mark, there will be a huge giveaway. It will be a mystery giveaway. And the giveaway will include 15 balls of yarn and some of my absolute crochet favorite goodies. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will get notified when the giveaway is live. Okay? So today I will be showing you how to make the bow headband that I call Little Miss Cheerleader. I will show you the smallest size and I will leave a link below to where you can find the pattern if you want to make other sizes. This is the perfect pattern to sell at craft fairs or anything like that because it's fast and it's simple to make and it's kind of not expensive to make either. So I will be using my all-time favorite paint box yarns, Simply Chunky. I love this yarn. It's from Lovecraft and it's a chunky yarn, a number 5 chunky yarn, and it will requires a 6mm crochet hook. I will be working with the 5.5mm crochet hook, simply because I want this to have a little bit of a tighter stitch. I will put the gauge down below so you easily can see and match to your own hook and yarn if you prefer to use something else. So one ball of yarn, chunky, a 5.5mm crochet hook, a scissor and a needle. That's about it. So if you hear the noise in the background, they are doing construction outside. So we will start by making a slip knot. So you will take your yarn like this, wrap it around your fingers and pull it through. This is a slip knot. We will then chain 76 for this size. So you go yarn over and you pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, so 76 of those. So when you have chained 76 chains, you will then start in the second stitch, chain from hook. So first chain, this chain that the hook is on does not count. So the first complete chain is the chain right after, and the second is the chain after that. In this chain, you will make 2 single crochets. Only work through one loop like this, because then we will be working on the other side of the chain later. So work 2 single crochets in the second chain, like that. Now you will work 1 stitch in each chain all the way to the last chain. So work 1 single crochet in each chain until the last chain. So don't work anything in the last chain. So then after you have made 1 single crochet in each of the remaining stitches until the last stitch, you will then, in the last stitch here, you will make 3 single crochets into the same stitch. So 1, 2, and I normally work the 3rd stitch on the other side of the tail. So 3, like that. And now we'll work on the opposite side of our chain. So you see all these little ups and downs you have here. Just go through the top of each one and make 1 single crochet in each. So continue making 1 single crochet all the way to the very last stitch here, where you made 2 single crochets in your chain. So while you were doing that, I decided to switch seats because the light wasn't coming through as I wanted, and I hope you can see the stitches and what I'm doing a bit better now. So 1 single crochet in each stitch or each chain on the other side of the starting chain, and 1 single crochet here in the last chain, like this. And then we will slip stitch into the first stitch, like this. And your first round will look like this. You will see the chains here in the middle where you worked on opposite sides. And now we will continue to go in the round. We will chain 1 like so, and then we will make 1 single crochet in the same stitch as our slip stitch. So right here, no yarn over, 1, and then we will make 2 single crochets in the next stitch. And now we will make 1 single crochet in each stitch until the 3 single crochets we made here in the last chain. You can place a marker here if you want to keep track of where you should stop, but it's not necessary. So now 1 single crochet in each stitch until the last 3 we did in the last chain. So when you have done 1 single crochet in each stitch until the last 3, you will then work 2 single crochets in each of the 3 stitches we did in the last chain. And I forgot to tell you that you will need a tape measurement. I know all the measurements by heart, so I don't need it, but I forgot to tell you that I'm going to show you how to measure. So 2 single crochets in each of the 3 next stitches. 1, 2, like that. And now you will work on the other side again and make 1 single crochet in each stitch until last stitch. So each 1 single crochet in each stitch until the last stitch. And in the written pattern you can find the link to below. You can find all the sizes, how many chains for each size, and all the measurements for all the sizes, along with an option for the pattern to make this headband in any kind of yarn you want, in any yarn weight you want to make it in, and using any hook size. You will find all the measurements you need in that. So if you haven't already, make sure to check it out. So 1 single crochet in each stitch until the last stitch. So when you reach the last stitch, you would then make 2 single crochets in the last stitch, and then you will slip stitch into the top of your first stitch like this. Then you will chain 1 and work 2 single crochets in the same stitch as slip stitch, and 2 single crochets in the next stitch like this. And then you will work 1 single crochet all the way until you reach the top 3 stitches. So all the way until you reach the top 3 stitches. 1 single crochet in each stitch. So when you reach the top 3 stitches, really it's all up to you to decide where your top 3 stitches are. It's not really important, as long as they are centered on the top as possible. You then make 2 single crochets in each of the 3 top stitches. And now we work on the other side again, and we make 1 single crochet in each stitch until the last stitch. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you will get alerts when I post new videos, and can join in on the huge giveaway we'll be having really soon, I hope, because we are almost at 2K subscribers and I'm so looking forward to it. And thank you to all my subscribers for your support and your likes and your comments, and for sharing my posts, or videos maybe I should call it, but it's amazing, it makes me so happy. So continue to make 1 single crochet all the way to the last stitch. When you reach the last stitch, you make 2 single crochets in the last stitch, and then you slip stitch into your first stitch. Now you chain 1 and make 1 single crochet in each stitch all around, even in the increased stitches on top. So 1 single crochet in each stitch all around. So when you have made your last single crochet, you then slip stitch, that scissor always gets away from me. I like the clean look, so sometimes I will make a false stitch, but there isn't a need for that right now. So to make this look nice, tell you again, since I didn't show it on the camera, I go in here through this, get it to focus, and I just pull it through. It doesn't look quite like a false stitch, but that doesn't matter. And then I weave in my end up and down and back and forth through the stitches to make it really secure. When making stuff for babies or little kids, always make sure that the end you were weaving in is extremely secure, and that if it would pop out, it can't pop out more than a few inches, so nothing can get around the baby's neck. Now I have this yarn left here, this from the end I sewed in. Also sew in this loose end you have here from your starting chain and cut it off, and that you can throw away. So now this is what you got and a piece of yarn. Now there is two ways you can do this. You can either use this yarn to sew it together and do the bow, or you can use one strand of yarn to sew it together and one strand of yarn to do the bow. I will use the same just because I think it's easier. So you will place your two rounded ends like this with wrong side down like this. So you have it folded neatly like this, with as much accuracy here as possible. You will then take your tape measurement. I will say the measurements in both centimeters in English and in inches, sorry, but I will measure them in centimeters. Okay, so the measurements for the 0 to 3 months headband will be 12 inches or 30.5 centimeters. So you divide that number by 2. So 30.5 is approximately 15.2-ish. Since this stretches, it's not really that important. So 30.5 centimeters is 15.2-ish inches. So I just lay it like this and measure to here. So this is where I am going to sew. So I then take my leftover yarn, I put it into my needle. I use this needle, it's really old needle. I think I got it from my grandma, but it's the absolute best because it doesn't have a pointed end, really. It's not, you can't stick yourself, and it doesn't get tangled up in the yarn, and it has a big eyelet here that allows the use of chunky yarn. So approximately 15.2 centimeters. I will start. I will sew through both sides at the same time, and I will make sure I leave an end here. That's how long can that be? That's approximately 30 centimeters. 25 I think would do. So at the 15.2 centimeter mark approximately, I will go through both sides of my headband like this, and then I will leave a piece here, and then I will go back the same way through the same stitches, like that. And now I will make sure I weave up and down here between the stitches, ending my sewing at 15.2 at the top also. So just up and down in between. You can always go back and sew multiple times, but I have found that going up and down like this is normal enough. Now you will have this, so then you will just go here and go through both stitches. Like that. Now I left maybe a little too little yarn there, but I think it will be okay for just showing. So now we have this sewn together, and we take the hole for the head. We put that face down. Yeah, my dog just came in and started eating food, sorry about that. And make sure it's in the center, like this. Fold each out to the side, so you can see the wrong side here. Lay or fold this in a downwards angle, and then take the other side and fold that alongside in an upwards angle, so you have it like this. Then you have the two pieces of yarn here that you used or to sew the headband together, or if you used a new piece of yarn. You will then tie a knot here, a loose one, and as you pull, it will look a little bit weird, so don't pull too tight just yet. And just adjust so the bow looks the way you want it before you pull it close. Make sure it's a secure knot. This knot won't show later because you will wrap the yarn around it. Like this. Okay. So fix the bow like you want it to look. Then you take whatever yarn you want and you just wrap it around like this in the center until you have the desired thickness you would like. Yeah. And when you have wrapped the yarn all the way around, you will then fasten it here and weave in your ends to make it really secure. Always be extra careful to make the knots and the ends secure when making stuff for children. I probably don't have to say that to you, but yeah. So there you go, a newborn sized baby headband. Adorable, and yeah. Please comment and share your work. Join our Facebook group so I can see the pictures of the bows you made or anything other you make. I so appreciate you stopping by and watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bells. And don't miss the giveaway. Have a good day. Bye bye.